Before I get started, I just want to let my subscribers know that I'll have a pinned comment with an update and some questions, so please check that out. Brigandine is an SRPG game that released in 1998 with an enhanced version in 2000. 20 years later, Brigandine: The Legend of Runeterra is releasing, finally turning it into a series. The goal of this game is to take over the continent of Runeterra with your chosen country. There are 6 different nations to choose from, but in the demo you can only choose Norzaleo. 3 difficulty settings exist which determine enemy AI and impose a time limit, but only easy is available in this demo. Furthermore, you can only play until you take over 2 bases or if 9 turns end first. These turns are divided into 2 phases, organising and attacking. In this game you have bases that hold different rune knights, which are your human units, and their monster troops. In the organisation phase you can send them on quests to earn items or XP, summon new monsters, upgrade and equip units, and move them between bases. Moving will take a turn, and sending them away on quests can leave your base vulnerable if no one else is stationed there. Then, in the attack phase, you can send a few units to attack an enemy base so long as it's adjacent to one of your own. Make sure to see what your attack power is before blindly rushing into a swath of enemies. If you've selected to attack a base or 2 on your turn, then you'll go into combat. This part is like most SRPGs, but is on a hexagonal grid. One of the main aspects is that the rune knights are the commanders and they have monster troops. If monsters are defeated, they'll be lost permanently while knights will retreat. When retreating, their monsters will attempt to follow. If they fail, they can be captured by the enemy if they win, and if it happens to enemy monsters and you win, you'll capture theirs. Monsters are also stronger if they're in range of their knight. In these early stages, it seems you can only deploy 3 rune knights and their troops into battle. There are the usual factors like terrain and elements, which is specific to every unit type. Most skills can be used after moving, but magic cannot. There are various attack types, and some, such as breath attacks, hit anyone including allies in the line of fire. One other thing is the zone of control, where you can't pass through the 6 hexagons around an enemy. You can enclose, or be enclosed by an enemy by overlapping your units around an enemy. This will lower accuracy and critical rates, making it a good way to stop a tough enemy. The game has a gorgeous illustrated art style, although in the visual novel-esque cutscenes, characters only have one pose. Prince Rubino looks especially silly during the sad early events. In battle, the details of the units are fairly high, though people are only shown as their class type. The maps look a little plain, but there are details elsewhere, like the shadows having proper outlines. The music is appropriate with a very dramatic and warlike score. There is only Japanese voice acting. I'm definitely interested in the game as it seems to combine SRPG combat into a regular strategy game. It's definitely right for replaying with 6 different nations to play as, and in the full game there seems to be a challenge mode where you can play with any 10 chosen units you want. The demo doesn't specify if anything carries over, but the full game will release on the 25th of June. Bye!